Beauty, rebirth, enchantment. All three are represented in our newest knitted design, Firebird by Debbie Mage. This gorgeous new design features elegant puffed sleeves, dazzling sparkles throughout, and a lovely twisted ribbing for the neck, the hemline, and the sleeves. Beautiful, intricate cables adorn the front panel. This pattern ranges from extra small to 5XL, and it comes with 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, which just means it'll be a little bit loose for a nice, comfortable fit. It's worked from the bottom up. Then you're gonna join the shoulders with a 3-needle bind off, pick up your stitches to knit your sleeves, and then finally finish with a lovely neckline. This sumptuous design fits so nicely, and I think you're gonna feel so beautiful wearing it. What I love about this pattern is the unique way it shows off our hand-dyed yarn. The pattern shows a 3-color gradient from bottom to top, but it's actually the same color dyed onto 3 different yarn bases. They look slightly different from each other because each fiber blend takes the dye differently. Debbie started the pattern at the bottom with our luscious Resilient sock yarn. Our Resilient sock yarn is a gorgeous, bouncy yarn. It's 100% superwash merino wool, so it really takes the dye. It's a beautiful reminder to create and nurture beautiful things in our lives. As she moved up, she chose to alternate it with our Sparkle DK, which is a lovely fiber blend with a lovely silver strand running throughout. And it's a great reminder that no matter how challenging times may be, we can emerge stronger and more beautiful than before. And then as you keep going up the sweater, she chose to move into our Pearlescent Fingering yarn, which is a 50-50 blend of superwash merino wool and silk. So it's a little bit lighter yet, and it has a nice shimmer. Our Pearlescent Fingering yarn with its drape and shimmer is a wonderful reminder to look for the wonder and the awe in each moment. And may you find wonder and enchantment each time you pick up your sticks. If you would love the pattern and you would like to get the yarn, you can do both at expressionfiberarts.com. And while you're there, be sure to sign up for email updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. And I'm going to be giving away 2 sets of our luscious cherry red hues that we used to make this pattern. So if you would love to enter, just make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and comment below letting me know something that you find beautiful. So this pattern uses beautiful cables. So as you knit, imagine this enchanting sweater taking shape in your hand. I wanted to show you the chart symbols that you're going to be reading in order to work this beautiful sweater. The main thing when reading the chart for this pattern is you want to make sure and pay attention if you're on the right side or the wrong side of your work. The right side is the public facing side, and then of course the wrong side is the inside of your sweater. For example, when you're on the right side of your work and you see this symbol, you're going to knit it. But when you're on the wrong side of your work and you see this symbol, you're going to purl it. And then this one, when you're on the right side, you're going to purl it. But when you're on the wrong side, you're actually going to work a knit stitch when you see that symbol. And continuing down, this is a knit through the back loop when you're on the right side, but it's a purl through the back loop when you're on the wrong side. When you get to these different cables, you're going to see, for example, here's a 1x1 right twist. When you're on the right side of your work, that just means slipping 1 stitch onto your cable needle and holding it in the back, knitting 1 through the back loop, and then knitting 1 through the back loop from your cable needle. However, when you're working a 1x1 right twist on the wrong side of your work, then you're going to slip 1 stitch onto your cable needle and hold it in the front, purl 1 through the back loop, and then purl from your cable needle. Let me show you what that looks like. To work the 1x1 right twist when you're on the right side of your work, you're going to start by slipping 1 stitch onto your cable needle and holding it in the back. Then you're going to knit 1 through the back loop. So swing around and knit through the back loop of the next stitch. And then I'm going to slide this stitch back onto my left hand needle. And then you're going to knit 1 through the back loop again. And you can work directly from your cable needle if you prefer. To work our 1x1 right twist on the wrong side of our work, we're going to start by slipping 1 stitch onto our cable needle, and we're going to hold that in the front. Then we're going to purl 1 through the back loop from our left needle. So reach around, come into that back leg of your stitch and purl that. I'm going to slide this back onto my left hand needle. And we're just going to purl that next stitch. Then let me show you what the rest of these cables look like, both when worked on the right side as well as on the wrong side. For the 1x1 left twist, when you're on the right side of your work, you're going to start by slipping one stitch onto your cable needle and holding it in the front. Then go ahead and knit one through the back loop on your left needle. And you're going to knit one through the back loop from your cable needle, or you can place it back onto your left needle and work it from there. To work your 1x1 left twist on the wrong side of your work, you're going to start by slipping one stitch onto your cable needle, and we're going to hold that in the back this time. Then we're going to purl one through the back loop. So reach around, purl through the back loop. I'm going to place this stitch back onto my left needle. And again, we're going to purl one through the back loop. For the 1x1 left purl twist, when you're on the right side of your work, you're going to slip one stitch onto your cable needle and hold that in the front. Then we're going to purl one through the back loop. So swing around to the back loop of your stitch, and we're going to purl it. Then I'm going to go ahead and slide this stitch back onto my left needle, or you can work directly from your cable needle. And we're going to knit one through the back loop. For your 1x1 left purl twist on the wrong side, we're going to slip one stitch onto the cable needle and hold in front. Purl one from your left needle through the back loop. So purl through the back loop. And then from your cable needle, or after you slip it back onto your left needle, knit one through the back loop. For the 1x1 right purl twist on the right side of your work, start by slipping one stitch onto your cable needle and holding it in the back. Loop. Then we're going to knit one through the back loop from our left needle. I'm going to slide this stitch back onto my left needle to make it easier to work. Then we're going to purl one through the back loop. So swing around, come into the back leg of that stitch, and we're going to purl that. For your 1x1 right purl twist on the wrong side of your work, you're going to start by slipping one stitch onto your cable needle and holding in the back. Then you're going to knit one through the back loop. I'm going to slide this stitch back onto my left needle. Boop. And then we're going to purl one through the back loop. Reach around, purl into that back loop. I hope this information was helpful for you. Enjoy knitting this sumptuous pattern. Allow it to whisk you away to an enchanting place while you knit, and let it remind you how beautiful and how radiant you are. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week with another new design. Bye! $500 if I don't mess up.
5, 4, 3, 2, and...
Okay. This gorgeous new design features elegant puffed sleeves. Now I've lost my concentration. You're trying to kibosh me. You were trying to kibosh me. Okay, because it looks like a cascade of adornment feathers. Stop. And I think it looks like a resplendent cascade. We will get through it and we will emerge more beautiful, brighter, and I forgot. $500 if I don't mess up. Bye.